Ladies, gentlemen, and bowlers from all walks of life, welcome to the Kegel Show. My name is Don Agent, and I'll be your host on this week's episode. And I am very happy to have an amazing group of people sitting on the set with us today. I'm going to start to my immediate left with Susie Minshew, who is famous in her own rights. To her left, we have Dan Bamford, silver level coach, youth coach, daughter also attending one of the most prestigious colleges for competitive sports. Susie is a gold coach, and to my right we've got Mike Diaz, also a gold coach. Welcome, and thank you all for taking time out to sit on the set today. Y'all are down here for, we just wrapped up the KCMP, so the Kegel Coaching Masters Program. We're going to kind of ask your opinions on that and get some feedback. But let's start off. We're going to go to you, Susie, to start. How long have you been coaching?
I've been coaching full-time since 1994.
That is outstanding.
It's been a lot of fun.
And you did a show with me once before. We had a good jam session. How about yourself, Dan?
I started coaching when my kids were growing up and they turned about 5 and I started getting the bowling. So it's been almost 15 years now.
Now, what college is your daughter going to?
She goes to Sacred Heart University in Connecticut.
Outstanding.
Yep.
What year is she in?
She's a junior.
Very cool.
Yep, they won the NEC conference back in March.
Excellent, excellent. Mike Diaz, how about yourself, sir?
I've been coaching for 40 plus years.
I love it. Outstanding. That is great to hear. Now, do you bounce around and do all levels, or do you focus more on professional, adult, or are you across the board?
I really do all levels. I do everything from beginners to advanced players. The mix of my students tends to be more on the upper intermediate, low advanced side.
Excellent, excellent. Susie, you're kind of across the board as well.
I would prefer that. Yeah, I don't want to lose my edge with anybody.
Now, Dan, I know you hit a lot of the youth, but I mean, do you focus more on that, or are you also doing adults as well?
I do mainly youth. We have a high school program in New Hampshire where I'm from.
Great.
And I help a lot of the kids there. I do help the adults in my league if they need help and stuff like that. But
Sure.
mainly with the youth.
Excellent. What got y'all interested in this specific program? Susie, I'm going to start with you because I know you've been to a lot of these. We know each other personally, and you've always been very supportive, not just of here, but around the country.
Well, my initial thought was they know stuff at Kegel I don't know, so I have to go get it. It's all about the learning. If you're not learning, you're dead. So I'm always about who's going to teach me what. Can't wait.
Excellent. Dan, how about yourself?
I'm always just want to make sure I'm teaching the right stuff or stuff that's going to help the bowlers, not deter what they've already have for knowledge in their game. So and like when I work with Dell, when he works with my son and stuff like that, I'm always just absorbing everything he tells us, and that's why I come down here. I came to the two-handed clinic as well. The first one they had for that.
They had a good turnout for that, actually. Yeah, that was it. And that's a whole nother, talking about learning new things from a coaching perspective and from a lanes person perspective. I mean, there's a whole lot of different variables that go into that style of play. Mike, how about yourself? What appealed to this for you specifically?
Well, I have to echo something that Susie said, in that there's a lot of experience with the coaching staff here at Kegel, and that much experience just creates a symbiotic effect that you just can't get anywhere else, and they figure things out that nobody else has figured out just because of the number of really smart people that are here. And for me, direction specifically, which was the topic for this KCMP module, is something that I've always been able to correct with players, but I've always felt like it takes me a little bit too long, and I wanted to make the process of being able to correct swing plane errors with students go faster.
Nice. Do you feel you got that when leaving this?
I
Y'all are the
absolutely
first
did.
graduating class here, so congratulations on that. Obviously, we had some more down there, but we can only get so many in this very small room. All of y'all are impressive coaches within your own rights. I mean, we're looking at 70 plus years sitting here between the three of y'all. Something specific that you think you'll take out of this course to go back home and capitalize on? Susie?
Oh my word, so many things. So many quotes like, feel and real aren't the same. Duh. Bowling is not about hitting the target, it's about hitting the pocket. Another job. Yeah, and truly the thing about direction, as Mike said, was the topic of this first class, was that everything is that. It is like, it's where you start, it's where you finish, it's not just swing playing.
Launch angles too, the break point,
all
whole
of
thing.
it. It's like, oh, it's just like a great umbrella to put things we didn't know we could put all in there.
Very nice, very nice.
Yes, it was.
Dan, how about yourself?
I think the biggest thing that I got out of this, well, there's tons, but the biggest one is now we have math that's going to work. And you can apply that math and the tools that Dell gave us with the spreadsheet that Alex built. It's going to help us and show the kids that I work with, this is what you're really trying to do. And build that line, that imaginary line, and stay on it, and you'll get to the pocket.
Excellent.
And that's gonna just help them all.
And math being an exact science, it's easier to,
Mhm.
to translate out to people and say, listen, this isn't necessarily guesswork. How about yourself, Mike?
I think for me, just some of a couple of little things with getting direction set and reinforcing something maybe I knew 30 years ago, but maybe I've forgotten a little bit is, I'm still throwing a heavy object, and when momentum starts it in a certain direction, things are going to keep going in that direction, and the body's going to have to compensate, and if it's the right direction, all is good. If it's the wrong direction, bad things are going to happen.
That's an excellent point. I love that. All right, let's go to this one. Would you all attend another type of clinic like this? And obviously they'd be teaching another module after this, but you felt it was worthwhile. I mean, I'm throwing Dell and his staff on spot here with all of y'all. And would you recommend it to any of your, people you're also trying to help get into coaching as well?
Is there a place I could sign up now?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I don't mean just for the next one, I would do this one again,
Right.
because the energy will be different, everything will be different, you just learn more and more and more.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm all in.
Excellent.
Yeah, absolutely. Would recommend this to anybody who wants to improve their game and coaching abilities.
3 for 3?
Absolutely.
All right, I thought one of y'all was going to throw him under the bus, but he's a good friend of mine. They do a fantastic job down there, and we're definitely very, very proud of them. All right, here's where I'm going to always ask if y'all have watched shows before, each one of you to give a piece of advice for up and coming. I usually say youth, but up and coming bowlers in general.
Get a coach.
Excellent.
Get a coach. Or it's like the HOV lane. You just go so much faster when you have one.
I would say always keep a positive attitude. Don't get down on yourself. It's just one shot. Figure out what you did wrong, fix it, keep going.
Take the learning process one step at a time.
Very nice. All very sound advice. Walk down there, don't run.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I can't thank you enough for coming out. For those of you that are viewing this, please make it a point to get on the Kegel Training Center website or the Kegel Training Center Facebook page. And, look out for some more of these scheduled programs coming forward in 2020. Not just this one, but we did the two-handed course. We do a lot of stuff for youth as well, and Kegel, we're everything about bowling. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap for today. Keep those wrenches turning. Have a wonderful day.